I want to talk about Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Mike Coppinger releases a tweet where he said Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia will meet April 15th in a finalized fight between the two. Now, I don't want people to get the misconception of what often as boxing fans we read or see in these articles or see in these tweets, because a lot of times people are speaking on these situations prematurely. So I want to give people a realistic viewpoint of where they're actually at. Although you have people like Mike Coppinger that comes out and says that this fight is finalized, the truth of the matter is the fight is not finalized. I don't even know how they could give you a date talking about April 15th when the truth of the matter is the fight is not signed yet. And this is said by Oscar De La Hoya himself. What has happened is they have agreed to the terms, okay? And as you know, the terms come before the contract. You have to agree to the terms, then the contract is drafted up, then the contract is signed. At this point, they're at the stage where they have agreed to the terms, but yet the contract is not signed. The reason why you want to keep this on your mind, because if this fight doesn't happen, you don't want to be misled by saying that this fight is finalized and you're going to see it April 15th when neither one of these guys has put ink to paper yet. This seems to be a problem a lot in boxing, and I just wanted to keep it on people's mind where they're really at with this fight, because prematurely they like to tell boxing fans something that's actually not true, or they actually haven't got to that stage yet. And this is what builds up disappointment. This is what builds up resentment. This is what keep people pissed off about the sport of boxing. It's about saying things that's not actually true, or they're not actually at that stage where they can't announce something like this. So to say that the fight is finalized and is ready for April 15th is simply something that is not true, okay? Because until the contract is signed, nothing is final. But you'll read headlines and you'll see articles where it says that it's final. And it's just to keep the boxing fans pure in their perspective of what's going on, because we often become the victim of believing things that's not true and listening to people who really don't know what's going on, or that's misleading. Or at the end of the day, they might be like any other average YouTuber. They just need to create content for that day, you know, for that month or whatever and whatnot. They need to have something to talk about, because let's face it, boxing doesn't supply enough material to actually put out daily content about the sport. So a lot of times these guys will make up things or write things down, eye-grabbing headlines that'll get attention, when really at the end of the day they're just trying to meet the quota for their content. And in order to do that, sometimes they have to mislead you or present things that are not true. So it's just something that I just wanted to bring up to let people know that although you might read finalized, although you might read April 15th, although you might read this and you might read that, the truth of the reality of the situation is simply this: the contract has not been signed yet. This is the same point that we got to with Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, okay? They get to the point where they can agree, but no contract is signed, and therefore we are where we are right now, and people are pissed and people are in their feelings and they feel some kind of way. When the truth of the matter is, you know, they've been somewhat misled by people reporting on the Terrence Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight. Same thing with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. So we would like to believe that this fight is going to get made. We would like to believe that this fight is finalized, but the truth of the matter is the fight is just not signed yet. And that's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Van, I'm out.